Hello guys, welcome back to another episode here on Muzansi Confessions. Before we begin with the episode of the day, I want to share with you this message that I received on my Facebook Messenger. So the message came like this: hello my brother, I want to send you this message of hope. Can you keep on doing what you are doing? I enjoy your show. I am a Senegalese woman but currently residing in Mauritania. I truly love your channel on YouTube, but the only problem is that whenever I go into the comment section, I truly feel as if I don't belong to your channel. We as Africans, we also want to be part of your show, but it seems as if there is too much tribalism on your show. Can you please do something about it? Because this show is helping us, even though we are not South Africans, but we also want to be part of the show, but we are so afraid to comment in the comment section because there is too much hatred between black people. So then I spoke to one of the admins who is also a South African. Then she said that she is going to think about it. Then she came back to me and said, it's fine my brother, you can share confessions from the rest of Africa. Then she suggested that if we are going to be sharing confessions from the rest of Africa, then we will have to change the name from Muzansi Confessions to African Confessions, so that people can understand that now the channel will be representing each and every person who is in Africa, whether you are white, black, Indian, colored, no matter your ethnicity. What we don't want is a tribalism. So guys, from now on you'll be hearing confessions from Malawi, DRC, Zambia, whether it is Nigeria. Okay, so as long as you are an African, as long as you are a human being, please feel free to write in the comment section. This is a platform for sharing confessions, not a political platform. So let us get into the episode of the day. The message that I received was like this: hello my brother, can you please post for me as anonymous? I have just created this Facebook profile so as to leave no paper trail back to me. Originally I come from a place called Gomani, which is not very far from Abuja. When I grew up, I was someone who was very intelligent. Everyone knew that I was going to be a bright star. Even my teachers thought that one day I was going to be in the capital in Abuja, having a very nice job, but things did not go my way because of poverty. Because of poverty, I couldn't go on with my education, so I had to drop out. But I was someone who was very intelligent when it comes to computers and mobile phones. When I saw that there was nothing going on for me in my own village, I had no choice but to migrate to Abuja. When I arrived in Abuja, everything was just so quick. Everyone was just moving around and not even caring about what the next person was doing. Starting a business in Abuja is very hard because everything is just expensive. The only thing that I could sell was water, so I would just be standing by the roadside and then cars will be stopping and I'll be selling my water, but still the money was just enough for me to buy a plate of food. Then quickly enough, news got around town that I was very good at resetting software if a phone is stolen. I knew thieves who were pickpocketing phones from unsuspecting victims. Then they will come with their phones to me. Then I will wipe all of the data on the phone, then reset that phone so that the thief can get unrestricted access to that phone. Then the thief will go and resell that phone. News got around that even iPhones, I was able to flash some of these iPhones. Yes, some of them there was a way whereby you could completely flash that iPhone, but some of them will be very hard Then there was this other day. That day I always remember it as the day where I was changed from being an innocent boy into becoming a very big scammer. This guy was just driving this nice Lexus. He stopped and he gave me his phone and he said, "Are you able to reset this iPhone and just wipe each and everything that is on this iPhone?" He gave me the phone. The phone had a password, and on the wallpaper there was a woman, and I thought that maybe that phone belonged to someone else, but little did I know that that phone was his phone. I tried everything that I could, and eventually I cracked that iPhone and I gave it back to him. He smiled and he said, "You are quite a very intelligent boy." He asked me, "Are you able to start up a website?" And I showed him that I can actually create a website even on my phone. I showed him this other website that I was creating. It was a dating website. After I showed him this website on my phone, he smiled and said, "Young boy, get into the car. Why are you wasting time? Let us go and work." When I entered his vehicle, it was the first time for me. The only thing that I knew was a keke. Everything in that car was nice. He played music straight from his phone. I was just amazed. The loud sound in his car just made me to want this type of a life. We arrived at his house. It was a big house. We entered the house. I greeted the gate man, but he himself, he was rude towards me. He just looked aside. When we entered the house, we went straight to the back. Then he opened the door. That room was very big. There was no furniture in that room. It was just a big camera, and there were a lot of people, young women, young boys. Some of the boys were as young as 15 years old, and some older men, and each and every person was having something like 4 phones, 2 laptops. Others were sitting by the desktop. Everyone was just busy on their laptops, on their phones. He looked at me and smiled and said, "Welcome to the factory." He pointed a finger at this other woman who was busy speaking on her phone. It was as if she was having a video call with this white dude, and he said, "Go and speak with that woman. She is the supervisor." I went there. Then she took me outside and asked me a couple of questions. I told her all of my computer skills. Then she pulled me back into the room. She was so excited, and then she told everyone in that room, and everyone was just so happy. Everyone rose up and began to dance. The reason why they were dancing is that in this room, little did I know that none of them knew how to use Microsoft Office. At that time, we were using Microsoft Office 2010. She took me into another room. It was quite a small room. There was a computer just sitting there and a little chair. She said, "This will be your office. Can you quickly design a certificate for us?" So these guys all along, they were having trouble when they want to scam people, and then the victim will ask for a certificate or a proof of something. Then I sat on that computer. Everything on that computer, each and every software that was on that machine was just a pirated software. There were so many viruses on that computer. I opened Microsoft Office. Then I created the certificate. Then I told them that I had finished creating that certificate. Then we printed that certificate. It was so perfect. He was so excited, and he told me that I am going to buy you clothes, I am going to buy you food, each and everything that you need, just come straight to me. Do not ask the supervisor. The certificates that I was creating, the way that people will be scammed is that if you are someone who is looking for a job, maybe abroad, then they will target you. The way that they targeted you is that, let's say if one person is 10 phones, on each and every phone you have something like 5 or 6 Facebook accounts. Then they will invite you with all of those accounts. Then they will start to look at your profile, the groups that you love. Then they will also enter into that group. And if you enter a group whereby you are searching for a job maybe in America, in Dubai, in the UK, or wherever. Then they will invite you to a WhatsApp group, but this WhatsApp group will be full of scammers. The same people in that room will be the same people who will be in that WhatsApp group with you. Then each and everyone will be giving a testimony, telling you that I have made an application, now I am already working in America. They always say that free visa sponsorship, and then you yourself, you'll be told that you can send your application to this email, and that email will be just a fake email. Once you put your application on that email, then a certificate of approval will come back into your email, but at the bottom then they will tell you that you need this certificate so that your visa can come to you. When you go to the embassy, you must have this physical certificate. Then there is a money that you are supposed to wire through Western Union for that certificate to come back. Once you wire that money to a scammer, then you know that you are done for good, because that scammer will take your Facebook profile and also your WhatsApp number if you have given them. Then he or she will sell your profile to other scammers around the world. There are other scammers who are in America. Some of them are white scammers. They are white guys, but they are into this scam. They will tell you that they want to give you a sponsorship for a visa. You can come to America and get a green card, but then they will scam you the money. If you are on Facebook and you received so many friend requests from people you don't know, what will be happening is that throughout the day, when we'll be sitting on the computers, we are always on Facebook searching different types of people. Then we go into the profile, we look at the pictures and the lifestyle. If we see that person looks like he has money or maybe a lot of friends, what we'll do is that in that room, if we are maybe 50, each and every person will be having maybe 6 or 7 phones. Then we will invite you with those profiles. Sometimes you can see that you have a friend request of 80 people, and those 80 people you don't even know them. Now many people on Facebook, they just want to have a lot of friends, so they don't even check if they can see that I know this person or not. So they will just accept. You keep on accepting, and once you accept maybe 60 or 70 people, we will then report your profile as a profile that has been hacked or hijacked. Then Facebook will give us access, because Facebook will think that one of this profile that has invited you is your friend. Then we just hack your account, we change everything on your account and the password. Back in the day, before we eventually got arrested, we were using a lot of juju in these scams. If we see that this person can be scammed, we will download the picture of that person maybe on WhatsApp or maybe on the Facebook profile pictures. Then we will take that picture to Lagos. In Lagos, there are a lot of people who sell juju, but they sell this juju only to the Yahoo boys and the 419 scammers. They will take that picture, then put it in a glass bottle, then they will do the juju, then they give you back that picture. You take that picture with you, but you don't touch that picture with your own hands. You leave it in the glass like that. The more that you speak with that person will just lose their mind. They will listen to each and everything that you'll be telling them. If you tell them, send me this money so that we can finish this deal, that person will make sure that they look for that money and send you that money. I have heard of a very rich Yahoo boys who are in Abuja and Lagos, and these guys, most of them, I was told that they have made blood sacrifices so that when they speak with someone maybe on Instagram or maybe even on Facebook, then that person will immediately do whatever that person is asking them to do. Especially the white women, they are after the black guys. They will be shown everything good on the video and they will want to have sex with that person on Instagram. Then They can say, can you make a video of yourself stripping all of your clothes and send me that video? Once you send that video to the Yahoo boys of you being naked, they will start to demand money for you. And once they demand money from you, then they will tell you that if you don't give me this money, I am going to upload this video maybe on the website like Pornhub and other website whereby people go and view porn. So now most people, they don't understand that those videos that they see on WhatsApp or maybe on those websites whereby it's a porn website, those people who are just stripping their clothes and showing off their breast and showing off their body, they don't know that those people were just scammed and they didn't have the money to pay that scammer. So that scammer will just go online and upload that video. We made some good money. Sometimes someone could even send you 1,000 US dollars in a day. It was a lot of money, but I didn't even to think about investing that money in another business. Life was just good because it was just free money for everyone. I even bought myself a very nice car. I had nice clothes. I had a beautiful girlfriend. Life was just too easy for me. When I heard people complaining that Nigeria is hard, everywhere there is poverty, I would just laugh because to me money was coming for free. But I didn't know that the police knew about us. Then there was a joint operation from police from other countries and they were looking for scammers like us. The person who got arrested was this very stupid young man. This young man thought that he truly, honestly was going to migrate to America. He went online on a dating website. Then he met this so-called American girlfriend who was going to take him to America. But little did he know that the man behind that profile was just a Nigerian police officer and they were setting up a trap for us. I always reminded everyone in that room that if a victim sends you a link, do not open that link until I look at that link, because I knew that some of these links will end up sharing your IP address with the victim. But because of love, this stupid young boy was sent a link by this police officer. I still remember that day. It was 2 days before Valentine's Day, and this stupid coconut head was sent this link by his so-called girlfriend in America. It was a gift voucher of 500 US dollars. He could buy anything that he wanted online. He didn't tell me about this link. He just clicked on that link, and immediately when he pressed that link took him to another website. On that website there was an error that told him that for him to view that website he had to disable his virtual private network, and he thought that he was clever. He disabled that virtual private network that we used to mask our IP address, and then the police officer got our IP address. Then they tracked us down. We got arrested. We were beaten so badly. Then we were taken to prison. For me, prison was very hard because growing up, I was never a criminal. I was just someone who was soft. I was never hard on anyone. For me, prison was very hard. But whilst I was in prison, I eventually met Jesus Christ and I reformed. I got released for good behavior and I changed my ways. I went back to an honest living. I now have a very small shop. That shop is not that profitable, but I am surviving. Each and every day, I look at these young Yahoo boys who think that they know everything in life. But sometimes, life is not about greed and having money. Sometimes life is all about just enjoying life. This thing of scamming people is not a good thing at all. You are not happy with the money that you are earning because you know that that money is full of tears. There are people who cry who will call you crying because of the money that you have scammed them. It's not a comfortable life being a scammer. Each and every day you know that out there is someone who is crying because of you. I know that, my brother, I have given you a very big task. My story is long. If Africa was like America, my story will be turned into a movie one day so that people can learn from my own mistakes. I'll be also in the comment section just following at what other people will say about my story. Dear listeners, that was a confession from one of our brothers right there. This was the beginning of many confessions to come. Some of these confessions, I am afraid to speak about them because they involve a lot of juju. And I'm just afraid of the things that are written in those confessions. But if I find the courage, I'll come back with those stories. Let's meet again.